Hi, my name is Tiffany Offenstein. I'm an orange status presenter with Younique, and I'm here to talk about green status and how exciting it is to get to green elite status. So, if you're not familiar with Younique, we have a couple different color levels for your promotions with the company. And green elite is that first, like, really strong leadership role in the company, and probably one of the most exciting statuses to hit. So, I'm here to talk about my journey and how I reached green status in 8 months of my business. So I signed with Younique March 20th of 2015. I really didn't have an idea of what I was doing with the company. I didn't realize what kind of impact it would have on my life. I pretty much signed because I was a product lover, and I figured it would be something that would bring in a little extra money into my life and be something to just kind of do with my downtime, keep me a little bit busier. So I wouldn't say that I fully hit the ground running when I started. I was a little uneasy about direct sales. I had never had any experience in direct sales, anything in network marketing. But I figured it could be fun. So I literally just started posting. I used social media mostly, but I reached out to a lot of people that I knew. I showed how excited I was about the company, about the products. And it really started to, work out for me. So, April 22nd, so 1 month into my business, I hit yellow status, which means that I sold, $1,000 in PRS. So I hit that first promotion. After that first promotion, it was just super exciting. I was kind of on a high of that. I was ready to keep running. I was ready to see, what could really happen with this business. So the next thing that I really focused on, since I had hit yellow in 1 month, I focused on the fast start bonus. Only because I am kind of competitive with myself. I know fast start is not a bonus that, everyone hits. It does take work. So, June 6th, I hit my fast start bonus, and that meant that I sold $2,000 in PRS, and I recruited 3 people into the business. So at that point, I felt like this could be game changer for me. I was excited about what I had accomplished. I was excited about everything that was going on with it. So I was just ready to buckle down, work hard, and get to, the statuses that I wanted to. So fast forward on to July. In this time, I was being consistent with my business. I was posting daily. I was talking to everybody I could. I recruited some more people into the business. So fast forward to July, I had 11 first line recruits. We had 12 total people. So most of the people on the team obviously were my first line direct sponsored people into the company. On July 27th, we ended up hitting pink status. So it was super exciting to finally have that team. Pink status is that first promotion that you hit that really works together as a team. So after that, I was just not done. I was ready to keep going. I didn't want to slow down. So fast forward a month later into August, I had 15 total in my company, only, 13 of them were my first line. So I was still continuing to recruit. I had the 13 first line, total of 15, and we hit blue status. And a lot of that was, once I started to build that team, I started to build a sisterhood within. I've always pushed to have a very close-knit team, people that really support each other, that would love each other. This is not just about, a competition or business or anything. It's just really about women supporting each other and just having that close team unity within our team was, I think, something that I can very much say was a huge value to the team and a huge value to my success so far in the business. So I have group pages with my girls. We do trainings. We do, team calls every single week, all those things that a leader needed to be. Even though my team was not humongous, I pushed to be that leader for them. I try to inspire them daily. I try to motivate them. Anything that I could do for the girls on the team, I would, do for them because I wanted to see them success as well in the business. So we hit blue status August 31st, which is super exciting. Now September, Our company sales were still about the same for blue status. So we hadn't grown too much. Company sales were still the same. So we're kind of building. And at the September point, I kind of sat back and said, I had always heard of this coveted green elite status and how exciting it was to finally get that green elite status, because that's the first big leadership role in our company. So I sat down and I made a plan, and I think a lot of people kind of sat back and was like, maybe this is a little bit pushing it, maybe the team's not ready or anything, but I knew that I had a goal in my mind, and that was the biggest thing, to sit down, tell myself each day I wanted green, I was going to get to green, I was going to do whatever it took to get to that status. So I really, really tried to push myself, and, remind the girls that this was a goal of mine, and it wasn't about me hitting green status, it was about we hitting green status together. We as a team, us, we're going to do this. It was never about me. And I think that goes back to our team unity and how we really look out for each other, and we want each other to succeed, so that it's not just about one person. And I think that's really, really important, especially in direct sales, when you're growing a team of, women or men or anything, really having that support behind you. Because, after September, it was a long reach to get to that green status, but I knew that that's something that I really wanted. Fast forward 1 month to October, our sales had grown a little bit. I think we were about, a couple thousand short of what green status really was. So I sat down and just said, we're ready. Like, we are absolutely ready to do this. I know my team would stand behind me. And I actually went on vacation. Okay. So I went on vacation October 31st until November 8th. I came home on November 8th. I was on a cruise, so I had no cell reception. I didn't buy the Wi-Fi package. I was with my family, and I just decided to do a vacation to stay away from my business for a little bit and just take a break. So I came back on November 8th to 0 PRS and 0 company sales. My girls stopped. It was like, I was gone, and there was just all that motivation just left. So I came back on November 8th ready to rock, and I said November was our month, that was what I wanted really, with our business, with our team. So I sat down and I hustled. And this was the biggest thing, is that all that team unity that I worked on throughout the couple first months of my business really started to prevail when it went into November. My team stood behind me. They worked very, very hard. I do incentives for them. I, gift them for what they, accomplish. I think that everybody deserves that. So I really, really tried to push them to, make those sales and promote themselves and everything. So into November, we had, about 33 girls on the team, which is, a little bit less than I had heard a lot of green status teams. But we had 33 girls, and officially within 3 weeks of November, we hit green status on November 30th. And like I said, hitting that with 33 girls on the team, obviously I would say probably around a little over 20 were actually active in the company, but I can 100% say when it comes to green status, it had to do with the unity. And I cannot stress that enough, that really having those people stand behind you, and other women wanting to see you succeed and to grow, despite what's going on in their business. Some of the girls may be a little bit slower in their business, but they want to see you succeed. And it was really about us doing this as a team. And because, to be honest with you, when you get to these statuses, you can't do it by yourself. It's not capable to hit by yourself. You have to hit with that team. So having that unity, which includes doing the team calls, doing the trainings, going out to dinner, doing the meetups, whatever you can face to face, and just being around each other and really starting to create those friendships, that's what's going to stand behind you. Because when you're up the last night of the month, really, really pushing, which I had to do, I was a little bit short on sales when it came to the very last day of November. When it came to that, I wasn't the only one up. I had a handful of girls on the team that were up, pushing, trying to sell, trying to do whatever they could to support me to get us there as green status. So 100% team unity, that was the biggest things. But doing all of the trainings, the team calls, really being there for your team. I post daily in my team page. They see my face, and that was one of the big things that really proved to me is that they want to see my face. They look at me as the leader, and I'm trying to motivate them, inspire them. When I went on vacation, nothing happened because my face wasn't known. So without being very, into your business and being consistent and being there for the team members that you've recruited into the business, it's just not going to prevail as quickly as you want it to. So that was my road to green status within 8 months of my business, which was super, super exciting to hit.